podcast by day, train all night, all day, all night. Hello everyone, I'm Noah and here I'm going to talk to you about Sneed oils. Sneed oils and their consequences have been disastrous for the human race. I call them Sneed oils because that's exactly what they are. A lost promise, a broken promise. Sneeds, feed and seed, formerly Chucks. Everyone wants Chuck back, but nonetheless they are given Sneed. We are all given Sneed in our diets every single day. You cannot avoid it, it is in everything. And you might ask me, why would they put something in everything? Is it because it's healthy for us? Is it because it's good for us? Is it because it's going to make our lives so much better? No, it's because they hate us. They want us to be sick and they want us to have terrible lives. Well, why would they want to do that? Doesn't everyone want us to be happy? Doesn't the FDA want us to be healthy? No, these people want us to be sick and buying their medicines for the rest of our lives. How did such a terrible thing come to happen? Well, back in the early 1900s, an entrepreneur by the name of Wallace McCaw was a bit light in the hip pocket, so he needed to figure out a way to make more money from his cotton plants. And you know what he did? He produced edible cottonseed oil. And this thing was the worst. Procter & Gamble for the last 50 years have been making soaps out of this shit, and now they want to give it to people. They want to poison the American people with this. It hit grocery stores in 1911, the same year a fantastic gun was made. But I digress. So where's cottonseed oil today, I hear you ask? Well, it doesn't exist anymore because they've replaced it by possibly worse seed oils, such as canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, palm oil, and many other disgusting hydrogenized pieces of garbage. Now, you might say, oh, canola oil, it comes from a flower. That sounds fantastic. What if I told you that flower was called rapeseed? How do you feel now? And you know why it's called rapeseed? Because it's raping you in the ass. That's why. It was invented as a cattle food, and in Canada, which makes it even worse. And vegetable oil, well, that's actually just soybean oil, and we all know what soy does to people.
Bitch tits.
Now I hear you ask, well, this is pretty easy. I just swap out my canola oil that's in my house, cooking oil, for just avocado oil or olive oil, and I'll be healthy as houses. Well, no, that's not how it works because it is in every single thing you eat. Go to the store right now. Have a look at a loaf of bread. Look at the ingredients. Let me see here. Wheat, like yeast or something? Canola oil. It is in everything. Let me have a look at this packet of biscuits. Palm oil. Let me buy this chocolate. Palm oil. Let me buy something mildly processed. Vegetable oil. It is in everything you eat. It is the unescapable reality of living in 2022, or even in the last 30 years. We have seen a decline in our society. Everyone's fat now. Everyone's gay now. Why do you think this happens? It's not because all of a sudden we've become fat gay bastards. It's because the government is poisoning us. These companies are poisoning us by giving us this shit. The human body is not built to process these hydrogenized oils that have only been around in our diets for really the last probably at most 50 years. McDonald's 50 years ago was using healthy beef tallow in all of their fryers. What do they use now? Canola oil. What does everyone have now? Arthritis and cancer. Beef is the greatest health food you can possibly bless yourself with. You look at beef liver. You look at beef itself, just the meat is so juicy, tender, and just the iron and the properties in it will make you so much healthier. But what does the government do? Well, they tell you to have small amounts of beef because A, it's bad for the environment. B, you're going to become fat if you eat too much of it. It's going to clog your arteries. You're going to get coronary heart disease. All of that is bullshit. Coronary heart disease comes from Sneed oils, not from stuff that God gave us that we've been eating since the dawn of time. You even look at plant-based foods, okay? And you think, oh, that must be good for you because it doesn't have the meat. It's good for the environment. But look at where those plants are. Those aren't animal plants, they're factory plants. This is factory-produced food. You look at the Impossible Whopper. It has 1,000,000 times more estrogen than the regular Whopper. You look at the, Beyond Meat. We've got the KFC now. It's not real chicken. You're having seed oils deep fried in seed oils. You will die if you eat that. Instead, eat something healthy like a deep fried egg in beef tallow. How does that sound, you little? Imagine waking up in the morning and thinking to yourself, Oh, okay. I need to cook my breakfast. What am I going to use? I'm going to use something that's used to lubricate engines. I think that might be a good thing to put into my body. Something that can be used as a biodiesel. I think I might use diesel to cook my food today. Are you retarded? How can you possibly think that biodiesel is a good thing to put in your body? Why wouldn't you use butter instead? Something that cows have sacrificed almost nothing to give us. In fact, we're doing them a service by milking them. We are helping them out. And yet, we have to have, we got to have vegetable shortening. We've got to have margarine. Margarine is one of the biggest scams ever. And you look in your supermarket, even the real butter, even the spreadable butter, it's 30% canola oil. This stuff is unavoidable. You will be raped by the rapeseed. Beef tallow is the perfect replacement for high temperature cooking. The thing is, once you stop cooking with these toxic Sneed oils, you'll find that your food even tastes better because these things don't taste good. In the factory, you should see these factories that they make these Sneed oils in. I'm telling you right now, they are factories. And these Sneed oils go through so many processes to make them even palatable. They take all the flavor out of these things because they oxidize and would taste like shit if they didn't. There's a reason why these things have no odor. It's because if they had an odor, you would hate it. And you would instantly know that that's not something you want to put in your body. Your body can tell instantly if you want to eat something or not just by smelling it. And that would turn you off. Beef tallow, butter, ghee, and olive oil is the perfect way to cook. Beef tallow goes to a very high temperature. It won't smoke. You can fry in it. You can deep fry in it. You can cook anything you want in it, and it will taste 5 times better than it will in Sneed oils. Toxic Sneed oils. They're good at hiding this stuff. They are tricky. They can hide it in your food and you won't even know it's there. You look at the food and you see, oh, well, this doesn't actually say palm oil on it, but it says emulsifiers. And you want to know where those emulsifiers come from? They come from the Sneed. If you eat McDonald's, you will have an unsatisfying meal. I have never in my life eaten McDonald's and thought to myself, wow, that was a fantastic meal. I feel full now, and I can go about my day knowing that I have put plenty of nutrients in my body. The thing is, when you eat McDonald's, you don't feel good. You don't eat a McDonald's meal and think to yourself, well, now I feel fantastic. This stuff doesn't stay in you. It goes straight through you and gives you the now you might think to yourself, well, if I start eating this good food, my calories are going to increase and I'm going to get fat. No, Sneed oils are a cheat code to making yourself fat. If you take them out of the equation, you won't even get fat. Calories in, calories out is a scam. 600 calories of nice grass-fed beef is nothing like 600 calories of Sneed oil fried McDonald's food. You'll be healthier if you eat more calories of good food than less calories of bad food. That is a fact. The food pyramid should be turned upside down. Look at this shit. It's absolutely crazy. The food pyramid has changed 5 times in my lifetime, I know for sure, because they hate you. They want to change your diets every 5 months because they figured out a new way to make you die quicker. They want you on IVs. They want you in the hospital dying so they can make their billions. They want you to be sick. They hate you. I love you. I want you to be healthy. Sneed oils, like most things that kill you, come from the United States. Like bombs and tanks and AIDS. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Fauci. I'll really listen to you and eat up my Sneed oils and take my... And you might say, wow, if I eat this beef, will I get coronary heart disease? No, you won't, because coronary heart disease comes from eating Sneed oils, such as canola and vegetable in quotation marks. Coronary heart disease has only existed for the last probably 100 years because we have been eating good from before then. For the last 100 years, we've been eating food that has been genetically modified in a lab to grow despite being poisoned with pesticides. We are insane to be putting this shit into our bodies. We need to go back to the way we were before, growing our own food, being our own people, and not taking these toxic seed oils into ourselves. They even put this stuff in baby formula to get them at a young age. You think, oh, this mother can't breastfeed, so we should give her the highest quality cow milk to give to her child. No, instead, we'll give her Sneed, because that's what the baby needs. It needs highly hydrogenized canola oil to make it grow big and strong and healthy bones and good teeth. These people hate us. And you might say to me, oh, look, I've got this peer-reviewed study from this scientist that says that actually omega-6 fatty acids are good for you. Soybean oil has thousands of times more fatty acids, omega-6 fatty acids, than you could possibly ever need. And too much of it will destroy your body. Trust the science? I don't think so. Now you come to the end of my video and you ask me, how do I avoid these Sneed oils that they put in everything that I eat? How do I save myself from crippling inflammation? Well, it's not easy. You need to take an extra 5 minutes out of your shopping trip. You need to look on the packet of every single thing you buy and check to make sure it doesn't have these deadly Sneed oils. It will mean that you eat less items. It will mean that you eat specific things more often. But it'll also mean that you'll be the happiest and healthiest person you could possibly be. Eat more meat, eat more vegetables, eat more eggs, eat more lamb, eat more livers, eat fish at least once a week, eat less carbohydrates, and you'll find yourself in a so much better place than shoveling toxic Sneed oils into your body from McDonald's, Uber Eats, and all these other house people. All right, everyone, I'm going to go and take my pills now. See you when I forget to take them again. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack.